reminder of Durham's lineup for this evening.
W X Z
XZ नहीं, डॉक्टर का भरोसेमंद ZX।
ZX का असरदार आरामदायक फॉर्मूला खांसी पे काम शुरू करे सिर्फ 15 मिनट में।
Tonight, I'll tell you why. Topley with a bit of swing. It's finding that power inside this power play, maybe inside the first 10 overs. I just don't be surprised. The reintroduction of Bryden Cast back into this side, don't be surprised if he just sneaks in up the order at some stage if they lose a wicket or two. Timing and placement as well from Alex Lees, a test of this outfield, and the outfield wins.
Hit to the longer side as well, but this is a lovely shot from Alex Lees. He's just checked the shot, so the blade hasn't gone all the way through the ball, which has meant that he's been able to keep control and pick the gap as well. Chris Jordan, one of the quicker players in the Surrey lineup, unable to chase it down.
Down to third, just one bounce to Overton. Yeah, they haven't been prolific inside the power play, Durham, in the Blast this season. The lower scoring sides in the power play, going at an average of just over 7 and over. So it hasn't been the best part of their game, but what they have done well is capitalised on it later in the piece. Bowlers have done a good job through the spinners in particular.
I think the reason why they've struggled at times in the power play is because they have lost both of their openers pretty quickly. Graham Clark has been out in the power play 10 out of 14 times. Alex Lees 9 out of 14 times. So it just shows if you do lose those early wickets, the openers as well, you haven't got that platform to really kick on.
It's done too much. It's seamed and swung a little bit.
Talking to Don Topley at the start of the day, and he was just saying about Reece Topley's recovery from that finger injury that he had. The thing that is challenging for him is actually the ability to bowl the cutters, because he's still got a bit of pain there, running the fingers down the side of the ball. 2 overs now done. Darren, 6 for 1.
W X Z
XZ नहीं, डॉक्टर का भरोसेमंद ZX।
ZX का असरदार आरामदायक फॉर्मूला खांसी पे काम शुरू करे सिर्फ 15 मिनट में।
Couple of overs into the first of the quarterfinals. Vitality Blast quarterfinals week will continue. Good opening over. Turns out work finished in the big smoke for the evening. Crowd are really built up nicely. It was only about a third full, probably 35-40 minutes ago. Really built up nicely. Oh, it's nipped back. Got the thigh pad, I think, the back thigh pad. Go away for 4 leg byes. He was in trouble there, Lees, but pick up a bonus 4.
Didn't know a huge about this, Alex Lees. I think it's got a bit of movement, certainly off the surface, and has just followed him. The top of the thigh. Just that movement again from Dan Morrell. Reply from Worrell. You would expect that he isn't going to change things too much. So as the batters, you're thinking, okay, well, what can I do to try and counteract that good hard length? And he tries to hit. A change in the field. The cover's gone back. Short third has come into the ring.
Pinch 1. Quickly. The line's been good, though, from Worrell. I think that's the key, hasn't really? I mean, the one wide, and then the wicket was off a very wide ball, lack of timing. It's got a little bit of movement. The line has been tight. Oh, one that's gone the other way. Beautiful from Dan Worrell. End of the third over, 12 for 1.
बच्चों की सेहत में फर्क तब नजर आएगा जब हम पोषण देने और पेट भरने में फर्क समझेंगे। बच्चों की मुट्ठी जितने पेट को भरना तो आसान है, पर पोषण भरना बहुत मुश्किल। सेरिग्रो, जिसके हर बोल में है फर्क। आयरन, इम्यूनो न्यूट्रिएंट्स और एसेंशियल न्यूट्रिएंट्स के घने पोषण का, फ्रॉम नेस्ले।
W X Z
XZ नहीं, डॉक्टर का भरोसेमंद ZX
का असरदार आरामदायक फॉर्म खांसी करे सिर्फ मिनट में।
Just over the top of the stumps.
This season, in terms of how they've got the ball, overs they've picked up 29. For Durham, they've the ways has been more effective, and they've taken 24 this evening. You wonder who's the movement laterally.
Such a key component. Short cricket, T20 cricket, it's not just about boundaries. In the one combination, make it a little bit just be boundaries. 1 from 9.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, Dooley, and I think as a batter as well, it just gives you confidence, knowing that you have those options to get off strike, get into your innings. Sometimes be forgotten, particularly in the power play. Ollie Robinson, though, a very good player, spoken very highly of. Just needs to try and get going here.
Bowled it. Swing across the line. Topley's delivered another for Surrey. An innings that Ollie Robinson will not remember fondly.
He just didn't have the options this evening, Ollie Robinson. The bowlers, Topley and from the other end, Dan Morrell, have simply been too good. They've hit excellent lengths. Maurice Topley, sheer delight for him, and why not? That was a great delivery. So second one now to fall for Durham. This time Ollie Robinson. He goes for one. Durham 12 for 2.
बच्चों की सेहत में फर्क तब नजर आएगा जब हम पोषण देने और पेट भरने में फर्क समझेंगे। बच्चों की मुट्ठी जितने पेट को भरना तो आसान है, पर पोषण भरना बहुत मुश्किल। सेरिग्रो, जिसके हर बोल में है फर्क। आयरन, इम्यूनो न्यूट्रिएंट्स और एसेंशियल न्यूट्रिएंट्स के घने पोषण का, फ्रॉम नेस्ले।
W X Z
XZ नहीं, डॉक्टर का भरोसेमंद ZX।
ZX का असरदार आरामदायक फॉर्मूला खांसी पे काम शुरू करे सिर्फ 15 मिनट में।
You used up 10 deliveries prior to this, and then you play one of these. As I say, you got a left-right combination. Line of off, get one into the onside, take a one, rotate the strike. Out of the way, legs side. They might push for two, they will. So at the moment, Surrey all over Durham here at the Oval. 4 overs have been bowled, 14 for 2.
W X Z
XZ नहीं, डॉक्टर का भरोसेमंद ZX।
ZX का असरदार आरामदायक फॉर्मूला खांसी पे काम शुरू करे सिर्फ 15 मिनट में।
ये जवानी है दीवानी।
जरा पीछे।
At all. Managing to find that gap. He knew that third was in the ring. Yes, there's a slip in play, but that is a risk-free shot.
More swing away, but given wide. Which our stats man has just informed me that Worrell's only bowled 1 over outside of the power play season. No surprise, as I mentioned, with Jordan, with Tom Curran, with Sam Curran, they've got some very good back-end bowling options, so there's no need to worry about Dan Worrell at the back end of the innings. It's beautiful line and length and swing bowling. Need to do as a bowling combination, particularly the seam bowlers here at the Oval, is just hit a good hard length, and that's exactly what they've done well. Predominantly very good. That one's swinging back in, but he should cut it off. It'll be a couple.
You mentioned the other options that Chris Jordan has with the ball, but they're also, when you look at them, Sam Curran, Tom Curran, Chris Jordan himself, Jordan Clark, they can all hold a bat as well. They're in that all-rounder category. That's why they're so strong.
Really any need to change things around. Topley again. He's not renowned as a back-end specialist either, so just keep him going as well. Probably bowl these two throughout the power play.
Right.
to the end of his third over. Oh, gets the Yorker through with a little bit of swing. Brilliant from Dan Worrell. And now Durham in all sorts of trouble early.
Well, this is almost a variation from Dan Worrell. Saw earlier on the pitch, Matt, he was hitting those hard lengths, and this time he's just gone full and straight, as you would expect, at the back end. And it has been the undoing of Alex Lees. So Worrell in his second wicket of the evening. And Alex Lees, the skipper of Durham, is on his way back. He goes for 12, 21 for 3.
W X Z
XZ नहीं, डॉक्टर का भरोसेमंद ZX।
ZX का असरदार आरामदायक फॉर्मूला खांसी पे काम शुरू करे सिर्फ 15 मिनट में।
ये जवानी है दीवानी।
जरा पीछे मुड़ के।
रचती बड़ी चंगी है। Family with some.
Well, 5 overs gone, last over of the power play. I think it's fair to say that things have not gone the way that Durham would have preferred them. In the build-up to the match, Dominic Cork and I were out on the park talking about potential outlook for Durham batting first on what is a pretty green surface, and both of us agreed that the approach should be not to lose the game in the power play. First bit of authoritative stroke play. Colin Ackerman smashes Topley back over the top for 4.
He's a tall batter, isn't he, Ackerman? So he's able to get on top of the bounce and pull it. He stands tall, hits it from down to up to get it over mid-on. What a start this has been by Surrey. Some excellent bowling from Worrell and Topley. 2 for 10 for Worrell in the power play.
Well, we've seen plenty of that. Takes me back to, it was the 8th of August when Oval Invincibles were hosting Southern Brave here. Similar looking surface, in fact it's almost identical in terms of some live green grass and some dead thatchy stuff underneath. And it's, well, it's certainly helping the bowlers, that is for sure. High quality bowlers, yes. Plenty of assistance for them.
We're going to try and push 2. Well, it stayed swinging for a while now. We wondered in the 100 whether it was because of that big H on the ball.
Yeah, funnily enough, no. Regulation by Kookaburra.
I know somebody up in Birmingham is listening to you at the moment, Butcher.
Yeah, get his chance on Thursday. Oh, did it make it all the way? It did. Bit of a miscue. Didn't go exactly where Bryden Carse wanted it, but he's been sent out there to try and ignite this innings, and he does so with a 6.
Spot on by Simon Dool, who mentioned this. Don't be surprised if Bryden Carse doesn't come up the order, his first ball in the Blast this season, and smashes it for a 6.
Swing and a miss to end the power play that has been dominated largely by Surrey's seam bowlers. Lowest power play at the Oval in the Blast this season. That was the end of Clark off the impressive Worrell. Robinson had a long protracted stay for not very many before he was castled, and then Alex Lees, who played nicely, was knocked over by a brilliant Yorker. And a bit of aggression from Ackerman and Carse to finish things off.
So end of the power play, and Worrell has bowled his three. He's going to bowl out right now. 3 for 10, 14 dot deliveries so far in his spell. Only conceded that one boundary. Still got a slip in place.
Yeah, you mentioned the fact that the ball is still swinging, Dom. It's because it's not hitting anything to take the shine off it. So plenty of cushioning out there. Outfield is verdant and green. The surface itself has that cushioning on it that keeps the ball new. Oh, direct hit, he was gone, surely. Sam Curran certainly thought so, given his reaction. Ball kicked up beautifully into his hands. Oh, and he's gone for all money. Gone for all money.
I told you he was listening, didn't I? Gary Barwell. Good evening, Gary. We will see you on Friday. Mark can't wait. Unfortunately, he's not there. You're right. If you look at this square, it must be one of the biggest squares, if not in this country, around the world. I have never seen this square look as green. You normally, you're in September. Normally it looks barren, it looks dusty. Look at it. There's a few wickets that are cut and they practice on them, but it's just luscious and green.
Yeah, viewers of a certain vintage will remember Michael Holding, 1976 Test match, England versus the West Indies.
I think he'd have remembered a few when they'd have been dusty and not a lot of grass.
Yeah, amazing the drainage systems now. Grounds all across the UK. First class ones anyway. But really tough this from Durham's batters. Carse is going to be hyper aggressive. Ackerman needs to play a canny role here. Yes, you've got to look to find the boundary and keep the scoreboard moving along, but he needs to be thinking about being there right the way to the end. Should pick up, no, didn't run the first one particularly quickly. And therefore, it'll be kept to 1. 7 overs gone. 36 for 3.
बच्चों की सेहत में फर्क तब नजर आएगा जब हम पोषण देने और पेट भरने में फर्क समझेंगे। बच्चों की मुट्ठी जितने पेट को भरना तो आसान है, पर पोषण भरना बहुत मुश्किल। सेरिग्रो, जिसके हर बोल में है फर्क। आयरन, इम्यूनो न्यूट्रिएंट्स और एसेंशियल न्यूट्रिएंट्स के घने पोषण का, फ्रॉम नेस्ले।
W X Z
XZ नहीं, डॉक्टर का भरोसेमंद ZX।
ZX का असरदार आरामदायक फॉर्मूला खांसी पे काम शुरू करे सिर्फ 15 मिनट में।
Vauxhall end.
Yeah, part of the reason that Surrey are quite happy to bowl out their new ball bowlers in this power play with the new ball is because they have plenty of depth in terms of seam bowling.
Yeah, that's actually jagged back, that one. That first delivery just came off the seam. That's not swing, that is actual seam. Watch this ball, how it jags back into Carse here. Just see that's gone back in.
Yeah, good line to somebody like Bryden Carse, who's looking to give himself a bit of room, free those arms up. Gone, got him. On your way. Not much you can do about that. It's an absolute beauty. The delivery before nips back from a very similar spot on the pitch. This one goes the other way, and Burns does the rest. 4 down now.
Well, we've seen it from all the three seamers so far from Surrey. A ball that has nipped back has put Carse into that mindset that the ball's coming back in, and then he just holds one up. Simple catch for Burns. And Carr's stay is brief. Gone for 8. In trouble Durham, 36 of 4.
बच्चों की सेहत में फर्क तब नजर आएगा जब हम पोषण देने और पेट भरने में फर्क समझेंगे। बच्चों की मुट्ठी जितने पेट को भरना तो आसान है, पर पोषण भरना बहुत मुश्किल। सेरिग्रो, जिसके हर बोल में है फर्क। आयरन, इम्यूनो न्यूट्रिएंट्स और एसेंशियल न्यूट्रिएंट्स के घने पोषण का, फ्रॉम नेस्ले।
W X Z
XZ नहीं, डॉक्टर का भरोसेमंद ZX।
ZX का असरदार आरामदायक फॉर्मूला खांसी पे काम शुरू करे सिर्फ 15 मिनट में।
Ashton Turner is the new man. Only a 20 over experience. Best of 84 not out. This is going to be a tough challenge for him.